Hi everyone. Today I have a really interesting cataract case, and you've probably never seen anything like this before because today we're going to do cataract surgery for a dog. Today we're doing cataract surgery on the best patient.
Let me introduce you to Dusty, who has bilateral mature cataracts. Cataract surgery needs to be performed under general anesthesia, unlike with humans. However, the same antiseptic prep and similar surgical equipment is used. While the overall principles of cataract surgery are similar, there are important anatomical differences between canine and human eyes that require surgical adjustments. For example, orbital shape and depth vary significantly depending on the breed, which can affect surgical access to the eye. In Dusty's case, a lateral canthotomy was performed to safely improve exposure of the eye. Although the equatorial diameter of the canine lens is similar to that of humans, the lens is much thicker. The average anterior-posterior lens thickness in dogs is about 7.5 millimeters, and in intumescent cataracts, commonly seen in diabetic dogs, it can exceed 9 millimeters. Dogs typically have shorter eyes and flatter corneas than humans, with a more spherical lens that compensates optically. Because of this, intraocular lenses for dogs are usually around 40 to 42 diopters, significantly stronger than human implants. Another key difference is tissue structure. The anterior capsule in dogs is about 3 to 4 times thicker than in humans. The anterior capsule is approximately 50 microns thick, while the posterior capsule remains equally delicate. As you see here, trypan blue is used to stain the anterior capsule. A triplanar incision is then made, followed by a capsulorhexis. To be clear, I'm not performing this surgery. I'm just watching and supporting. The surgery is being performed by a veterinarian doing her fellowship in veterinary ophthalmology. I am not a veterinary ophthalmologist and I'm not a veterinarian, but today I kind of wish I was. Giving sight back is always amazing, whether to humans or animals. Dogs are typically brought in by their owners once the cataracts are bilateral and have reached a mature stage. Their owners may notice a change in their dog's behavior, hesitation to move confidently, especially around stairs or unfamiliar environments, sometimes bumping into walls. This cataract is very dense, and the fellow here is sculpting, creating a deep groove, and then trying to crack the cataract in half. Unlike with humans, dogs only get cataract surgery once they're blind. They don't remove medium cataract. So every cataract surgery is a complex cataract surgery. And that makes every surgery more life-changing. And so I love that aspect about cataract surgery for animals. But for someone just learning how to perform phaco, starting out with all these dense cataracts, that's pretty challenging. So for a beginner surgeon, I think she's doing great. And now we're starting to see that red reflex behind the cataract. That's always exciting. And we're just going to tackle one quadrant at a time, taking out the cataract material. There's not much cortex because this is a very dense cataract. Usually with dense cataracts, we don't have much cortex. I'm going to fly through some of this, but look how she's using her second instrument to protect the posterior capsule. This is a good technique. Just keep the phaco tip in the center. Use your second instrument to protect the posterior capsule and pulse the phaco energy to eat up all that cataract material. You can aspirate that piece on the side, but bring it to the center before using any phaco energy. Here we're at the fun part. We expand the capsular bag with viscoelastic, and now we're implanting the lens implant. There are many different manufacturers for lens implants for dogs, but not nearly as much as humans. For Dusty, both eyes were done on the same day. The other side was even a little denser of a cataract. Here we're using some forceps to place the haptics in the capsular bag. The main corneal incision is typically sutured with a dissolvable stitch. After a couple suture passes are placed, then the viscoelastic is removed. The suture placement is then completed. The incisions are then hydrated and the eye pressure is set to an appropriate level. The stay suture is then removed. Dogs have a similar post-op regimen to humans. They use eye drops for about a month after surgery. Dogs tend to have more inflammation after surgery than humans with more significant PCO. But Dusty did great. The staff told me that the next day he was totally different. He wasn't bumping into walls. He was recognizing things. It was great. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Eye care for animals in Tustin. All right, you should come here if you have a pet that has a cataract. We have an expert surgeon here fixing vision.